This is State of Studio Aldine, February 7th, 2025. I do a video like this every year for insurance purposes. If the whole house went up in flames, it's going to be kind of hard to remember all of the crap that I had. So doing a video like this once a year covers my butt. This also serves as a example of how I organize and store all of my stuff, so there may be some useful strategies in this video for other artists and makers. I've got some hanging shoe organizer thingies that I use to house spray paints and other sundry spray cans. I have a variety of Ryobi tools. There's my driver, staple gun, heat gun, glue gun, impact driver, cutoff tool, finger sander, multi-tool, and palm sander. Here are the various blades for the reciprocating saw, the cutoff tool, the jigsaw, and the multi-tool. Jigsaw is down here. There's the reciprocating saw. There's an inflator. There is two nail guns. One's an 18 gauge and one's a 22 gauge, I believe. And of course the staples and nails for the staple gun and nail guns, and sanding pads and belts for the sanders. There are various bits for the drivers, drill bits and driver bits. I've also got various bits for rotary tool and Forstner bits, and there's some drill guides and gauges and whatnot. I've got the big charger for the larger tools and the smaller charger for the smaller tools. In that little box down there is a foam cutter. There's also some Craig pocket hole jigs. That is one of our large paint pots. Here is a box of stuff that I haven't put away yet. There's just various spray cans, clock bits. What else is in here? There's some wires, some jewelry wires, some chain, some putties, some silicone molds, knitting needles, stuff to embed in resin. Let's get into some drawers. Here's some more bits for the rotary tool and for the Proxxon pen sander. And there's my vibratory mixer. We've got hot glue sticks for the regular hot glue gun as well as the baby hot glue gun. There's also a little desk vacuum thing that's Ryobi. Other glues. We've got tape and more tape, fabric scraps, wire of various kinds and sizes, we've got what I call small bits, so little organizers full of various things. Most of them are labeled. There's some that are empty. There's some jump rings. Basically like clasps, jewelry making stuff, charms, rhinestones, those types of things. And down here we've got sculpting tools, dental tools, some Warbler, and back there is some epoxy sculpt. And here we have calligraphy calligraphy pens and some inks. We've got pens and markers. We've got stuff that I use to make crochet hooks. That's empty. And stuff that I use to make jiggles. There's some organizer things down here. Some Ryobi vacuum parts. Some electrical things. More homeless stuff. In here I've got some work in progress. I've got spare parts and pieces of various things. I've got the other magnifiers for my magnifying lens thing. Gloves, brushes, cleaners. Over here is what I affectionately call my cut-a-bitch, my ultrasonic X-Acto knife. Various electrical things, brush cleaner and wipes, spare safety glasses, X-Acto blades, countersink things, gem wax stuff, and some spare scribe nibs, poster tack, scrapers of all varieties, more scrapers. On the desk itself, I've got my dust collector and my micromotor butane torch, whole bunch of different picks, scissors, tweezers, X-Acto knife, pencils, sanding sticks. Here's a whole bunch of molds and palettes that need to be cleaned up, various paintbrushes, a UV light. Up here we have UV resin and various tools needed for that. We've got some jewelry making chains and bells there. Bag charms, trinket bags, footies, clips, piping tips, magnets, command hook stuff, tacks, sponge tip applicators, pipettes, alligator clips, Q-tips, plastic spoons, syringes, coffee stirrers, flossers, micro brushes, popsicle sticks, more Q-tips. These are orange wood sticks, and this is a set of magnetic alligator clips for painting stuff. We've got awesome set of helping hands, and we've got mold release and lubricant, baking soda and super glue, paper towels. We have notebooks, watercolor pencils, palettes, a wet palette. This is a monitor that I can plug in so when I record myself working, I can see what my phone sees. More paintbrushes, a paintbrush cleaning station thingy, a UV light, some work in progress boxes. We have my airbrush painting station, extractor, and light with various things to hold on to things that are being painted. Here is painting tools, palettes, mixing balls. This is resin dye and glitter alcohol ink and metallic alcohol ink. This is all of the rest of the alcohol ink. Metallic acrylic paints and glitter acrylic paints. Airbrush acrylic paint. Whoops, pulled that out too far. Regular acrylic paint. Acrylic ink, acrylic washes, and glazes. There's some Stuart Semple stuff in there. And then my airbrush and its supplies. And here's another box of stuff I haven't put away yet. Let's see, we've got some large C clamps, some clock hands, seal, a spare bust pillow for my chair, a laser level, some cord. These are feet for risers for inside the pressure pot, trash can, air compressor, glitter wall. We've got foil glitters and confetti glitters. There's an ink stamping thing, leafing foil, typical glitter, and then we've got mica powders, multi-chromatic flakies. These are Graham's tools. There are nippers, pliers, dental picks, all sundry things like that, scrapers. We have an Anycubic cure station. We have an Anycubic Photon Mono 4K and two Anycubic M3 Max, as well as the Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon. More of Graham's tools. I don't know how he has all of this organized, but that is his prerogative. Some petroleum jelly, Allen wrenches, hooks, Dremel bits. We've got lint-free shop rags and some filter funnels. In here we have various print plates for the Bamboo. These ones are the holographic textured ones, and also replacement parts and pieces for the Bamboo. These are replacement parts and pieces for the M3s, and these are replacement parts and pieces for the Photon Mono. That's empty. Airbrush cleaner. That's the wash bucket for the wash and cure station. We have a giant pile of filament for the Bamboo. There are 4 vibratory tumblers down here filled with ceramic media to polish dice. There's a whole bunch of rubbing alcohol, a whole bunch of printer resin. There's a small pottery wheel for polishing dice. There's spare vat for the Photon Mono, more filaments, another spare vat for the Photon Mono. There's the Ryobi stick vac and a spare magnification light. There's some pipe wrenches, adjustable wrenches, nail polish remover, butane, acetone, KS resin, mixing cups, polishing compound. In the closet we have some more filament, some packing and shipping stuff, some smocks to wear while working, a toaster oven, more resin, more silicone. We've got some more UV resin, boxes of gloves, and some tumblers for altering, more nitrile gloves. There is a vacuum chamber and the vacuum pump, more colorants for the mason dice, more resin, silicone molds, pouring table with a pouring mat, KitchenAid mixer, metric crap ton of nail polishes. There's the TV, works in progress. We've got bags that I put sets of crochet hooks in. We've got sundry sanding things like white blocks and emery boards, sanding sponges, and Zona papers. Ribbon, various cup wand parts, random, and I mean random crafts in here. Logo and packaging, so stickers with my logo on it, necklace backing cards. In here is electrical, So I've got the multimeter, I've got some shrink wrap, heat shrink, soldering iron, more LEDs, a heat gun, wire snips, all that fun jazz. And here's what I call house repair. So we've got some plumber's putty, some silicone, some air hose components, some formic gasket, electrician's staples, string, Teflon tape. Here we have a ring light in a box, and then imperial nuts and bolts, metric nuts and bolts, nails and brads, spare parts, miscellaneous hardware, and wood screws. These boxes contain more of those acrylic shelves that the glitter wall has on it. That's just the ubiquitous Midwest giant green bowl. Spare coffee filters for lint-free wipes, backups of glitters and inks. We've got sheets like transparency films, shrink wrap, acrylic sheets, clear vinyl, plastic wrap, wax paper, aluminum foil, parchment paper. Down here we've got a sonic cleaner, some glycerin, my tool belt, and then on the bottom shelf down here are wrenches and ratchets. This whole big box is full of organizers, empty bottles, empty boxes, empty jars, etc. This whole bin is full of pegboard accessories, and this bin is full of just baggies. We've also got over here tumbler turners and cup wands, and we've got mixing stir sticks and popsicle sticks, split cups for pouring, and there are more disposable mixing cups over here. I think that covers everything in here. We've also got my Capisco chair and a regular office chair. A couple of gooseneck lights, an aught light, a floor lamp, and another gooseneck light. Little Lazy Susan, or large Lazy Susan I should say. Oh, in the tool wall we have various pliers and channel locks, hammers, chisels, screwdrivers, files, eye protection, face protection, jeweler's clamps, a hair dryer, wire cutters and nippers, jewelry pliers, channel locks, tin snips, some more screwdrivers, and more clamps. Okay, I think that actually covers everything.